Hi, I'm Chad Hendricks with Hendricks Properties. Are you wondering what's going on with the Charlotte real estate market, but you're not sure what to believe or who to trust, and you just want someone to tell you how it really is out there? Well, I am out there. I'm out there every day, and I've been helping people since 1999. And I'm going to show you some graphs, and at the end of this, hopefully short video, I'll give you my advice whether you're a buyer or a seller. So let's take a look at some graphs, some real data. And I want to start with the one that everybody's always concerned about, what are sales prices. So this graph shows the median sales price from January of 2020 all the way through 2 weeks ago, the end of February 2023. And for this, I selected 4 area towns, all price ranges just across the board. I started with the city of Charlotte, the town of Denver, which is northwest of Charlotte, which is an up-and-coming, very nice area to be. The town of Huntersville, which is north of Charlotte and the popular Lake Norman area. And on the south side, I picked Waxhaw in the incredibly hot Union County area. So with all of these towns, you can see that for the last 3 years, prices, the median sales price has steadily gone up. All right, and you're seeing this with your very own eyes. I know sometimes you hear different things. I've even had my own clients tell me that they heard prices were going down, but they're not. They're not. You can see it right here. So, all right. So, and just to give you a couple of reminders on the timeline, COVID came about, I believe, about March 2020. Another important date, about March of 2022, right in here is when the interest rates shot up into the 4s and never turned back. So that was when people really started to get concerned. So March of 2022. Now, let's look at a price per square foot. And if you'll notice with price per square foot, same thing. It's been steadily going up, and it's kind of leveling off here. The Charlotte market feels like it's kind of leveling off, but it's still going up technically. Now, another interesting stat I want to show you is the number of showings per listing. So back in the beginning of 2020, the typical listing out there might have, give or take, about 7 showings per listing. And that went up. And you'll notice some, like Waxhaw, for instance, was getting 21 showings a listing on average. That's a ton of showings. And there were lots of multiple offer situations out there, and there still are. But I'm going to show you one interesting thing. If you'll remember, I just told you on that prior median sales price graph that around March of 2022 is when the interest rates shot up. Well, if you look at this, coincidentally, that's also when the number of showings went down. And that's because obviously interest rates are pushing some people out of the market. It's making a lot of other people kind of sit back and wonder what's going on. All right, but if the number of showings are going down all of a sudden, then shouldn't sales prices also be going down? Well, no. And the reasoning behind that is that there's a big desire from people all over the country to be in Charlotte. Charlotte's a very nice place to live, but also there's not a lot of inventory here for all of those buyers. So when you have that increased demand, lower inventory, typically that will increase prices, even with higher interest rates out there as we're seeing. One more thing I'll show you, months worth of supply. If you've never heard what that means, what it means is that if no other listings came on the market starting today, not a single listing came on the market, all we had was what was existing on the market right now, how long would it take for the remaining buyers out there to deplete that inventory? Or how many weeks or months? Well, back in early 2020, the month's worth of supply was roughly 2.5 or 3, give or take. And then it shot down. It's been hovering around even less than 1. That's how hot this market was. And here we are now. We're roughly at about 1.5 months worth of inventory, which is still a big seller's market. And what they say is 6 months worth of inventory is typically what they call an even buyer and seller's market. We're at 1.5. We're definitely still in a seller's market. So if you are a buyer in today's market, what do? Do you sit on the sidelines and hope the market tanks, or maybe the interest rates will go down? Well, my advice to you is to not sit on the sidelines. If you can get in and get a house somehow, try to do it. And I'm not being self-serving there. I really mean that. Historically, prices have always gone up. Let me go back and show you a graph of that. Let's look at this. Since 1966, you can see the median sales price over the years has gone up the entire time, except we had that big crash in about 08, and it went down, if I remember correctly, about 15 to 18%. But then it recouped 6 years later. So, and here we are now. Look at where, we're up there quite a ways. So prices always go up, and you get amazing tax benefits when you're a buyer. You get the mortgage tax deduction, you get the pride of ownership, and increased equity building up on a weekly basis. So try to get in there if you can, even if it means you've got to move out a little bit farther. Try to get in something. If you're a seller, it is absolutely a good time to sell. Now, if you're going to do it, I've been saying this for 2 years now, even in the hottest part of our market, try not to take it for granted. Yes, your house will sell, but still find the agent that's going to do a great job for you, help you prepare and stage your home, use the best photographers and marketing tactics, and don't skimp on anything, whether it be a quality buyer's agent or a great listing agent. Hire the best, and you will be in good shape whether you're buying or selling. I hope this is helpful. Reach out to us sometime. We'd love to help you. Have a great day.